Yo, what's good with the YouTube? Welcome to Tutorial Tuesdays.
Work way too hard to give up on my dream or try to settle. They've been pressing, ain't got time to let them put me under pressure. Mama told me I'ma be a star, and now the sky's the limit. Took a leap of faith where I ain't been as fly in a minute.
I go by the Cartoonconect, and I'm gonna be showing y'all how to animate. The program that I use is called Anime Studio. The most current version is called Moho Studio, but I kind of like Anime Studio more, so I kind of stick with that one. If you want to get this program, I have some links in the description down below so that you could get it, so that you can start your animation journey. Today we're working on a scene from a movie I'm animating, and in order to do this next scene, I gotta animate a new character. So I'm gonna show y'all how to draw a character from start to finish, and today we're gonna be drawing that character's head. Before this video gets started, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. I got a lot more tutorials on the way, so make sure you come back every Tuesday. And without further ado, let's get into this animation. Yo, so let's get into it. We're going to be doing a character from the examples. This character's name is Dr. Reed. Now, if you know me, my name is Brandon Reed. Obviously, I'm Dr. Reed. So we're going to create this character for the examples. And he's not really going to look like me, kind of look like me, but I'm going to show y'all how to create a character from start to finish, and today we're gonna be working on that character's head, and I'm gonna try to show y'all the easiest way, you know what I'm saying, so it's not gonna be too difficult. We're gonna go step by step. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go up and grab this tool over here. This is the vector line tool. I don't know the exact name. Let me hover over it and see if it tell me. This is the add point tool. So we're gonna use the add point tool to start drawing our character's head, and the way we're gonna do that is we actually only gonna draw one side of it. So we're gonna start off with Dr. Reed's head, and it's kind of like a click and drag type deal. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna click and drag, and we only gonna do this one side because we could always go back and tweak it, you know what I'm saying? And then you can move the points as you go and just make that, you know what I'm saying, work a little bit better. Just did. Okay, so next up, what we gonna do, this little square up here, right here, we're gonna grab that and we're gonna highlight it. We're gonna highlight everything because what we're getting ready to do is we're gonna copy and paste it. So boom, copy, Control C, that's why I use paste, Control V, boom, bring it over this way. Now you got the other side of the head, and up here at the top it's a flip tool, so we're gonna flip it, boom, and you just move it over. And then you got to make sure you hit the points and connect them, because if you don't connect the points, you ain't gonna be able to color it in. Wait, why is it? Oh, it's too many of these. Get this out of here. Okay, boom. When it's turned green like that, I don't know where that just came from. Okay, when it turned green like that, it's connecting the points. So now we kind of got the head shape. What we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of do like this and make it look more of like a, give like the chin area a little bit more, you know. Do is pick a color, and the line width, you could change that to whatever you want to. I usually have mine at like, I say like 1.5, and then I use it at that. But if it's too thick, then I, you know what I'm saying, lower or higher, however I want it. Now we're gonna pick the color. We got like a brownish color, but we don't want it like ashy brown, so we're gonna add a little bit of red to it, pull it down a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? This a decent brown right here, so we're gonna click that. Boom. There we go, and now his head is there. You can click File Preview, and that's gonna give you a preview of it. But I feel like the line is just a little too thin. Okay, so the lines, I feel like the line's a little too thin, so we're gonna go up to 2. Oh no, not 23. We're gonna go up to 2. There we go. We're gonna go up to 2, and I feel like that look a little better. 2, that's decent. So next up, I feel like to make this character come all the way to life, we're gonna work on his hair. We're gonna go ahead and give him a little hairline real quick, and then y'all could do y'all hair however y'all want to. This is just how I do it. So I do like that. I don't know if y'all can really see it, but I'm really just using the add point tool like we did before, and I'm dragging and moving it. And then y'all know me, I select it, copy, paste, boom, put it over on the other side. Oh shoot. And you gotta watch it too, because sometimes when you select it, it might select more than what you need, so you gotta, you know what I'm saying. And I'm gonna change his hair color. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it black I feel like you can also go over here. You see where it say no brush? You can click that and do like this and kind of add some texture to it. You feel what I'm saying? Kind of give his hair like a little texture. Yeah, give him a little texture. This is stuff I be learning. You know what I'm saying? Just by. Okay, over here in the corner, you don't have to do this, but I like to do this. We can rename the layer. So we're gonna rename this the head layer. And I usually have the head and the hair on the same layer. You don't have to though. You can switch that up. You can put that on a different layer if it, you know what I'm saying, if it work better for you. So what we also about to do right here is kind of move this in, because I feel like his cheekbones are like up by his face is just look a little weird. There we go, that's fine. Okay, so that part's good. We're gonna do a new layer and we're gonna put ear. So we're gonna start working on his ear. And the ear is usually, if you look at my ear, I'm trying to show y'all this. If you look at my ear, the top of the ear is usually like right around the eyes. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna start that ear like this. And you could, you know what I'm saying, you could draw it any way. Honestly, I usually have templates. Like I created templates for these characters, and I usually just you know, open those and just go from there. But for, you know what I'm saying, the sake of this completely different. I'm gonna start from scratch. So with this ear, I drew the outline of the ear. One thing I really enjoy doing to kind of make it look better, I go through, and this tool right here, no, that ain't the tool. The tool next to it, it's called hide edge. I go up here and I hide these lines, because when you do your head turn, you don't want that line to pop up on. So the next thing we gonna do, what I really enjoy doing, is sharpening the edge. You know how this kind of cut off and it's just like a cut off right here? I want it to look better than that. So this tool right here, where it say, what it say? It ain't telling me, but this tool right here, this little triangle with the curve, that's how we gonna do like that. We're gonna select the point that we want to do, and we're gonna drag it. Boom. You see how I sharpened it out? That's gonna make your stuff look way better. You feel what I'm saying? So next thing I like to do when I draw the ear is grab the pencil tool. Pencil tool, you can just draw, and it'll make the lines for you. So grab the pencil tool and just kind of draw, you know what I'm saying, some ear lines in there. Little stuff like that, something like that. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes I like to, this tool right here, the little pointer with the bean, that's how you select your points that you just made. So we're gonna select this, go to the stroke color and turn it down a little bit, and it just make it look a little, you know what I'm saying, just a little better. We're gonna do that for all of these and make it look a little better. Then we're gonna put the head back on. I forgot to tell y'all on the side over here, these little eyeballs, that's how you get rid of the layer and put the layer back on. So I just got rid of that real quick so I could show y'all that. Boom, preview, and there goes the ear. His ear look huge though. So we're gonna grab this tool, select it. This tool right here is the scale tool. We're gonna scale that down, because my boy had some Dumbos for a second. It's cool though. We're gonna straighten that out. So that's the first ear. So now that we got that first ear done, over here you can duplicate the layer. So boom, duplicate that layer, and let's select this up here, the move tool, and we're gonna move that. And then like earlier, remember I showed y'all the flip joint? Boom, flip it in place, and just kind of line that up. You feel what I'm saying? We might actually move these ears down, because the eyes look like they're gonna be kind of high. And let me apologize to y'all again. My kids was upstairs running around. Seem like they having fun, so we gonna let them do their thing. Okay, so now that we got the ears, make sure you got 2 different ear layers, because you want the ears on 2 different layers, so that when you do your head turn, it's gonna, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna turn and we're gonna be good to go. Oh shoot.
Haley thought you could do.
Now that we got both ears, make sure both of those ears are on separate layers. Now that we got the ears, let's move back out. What we want to work on next? Let's do the nose. One thing I kind of do sometimes I don't. We could do it this time we'll do the nose on a different layer. Sometimes I'll do it on the same layer as the head when I'm being lazy. We ain't gonna be lazy today. We're gonna do the nose on a separate layer. Okay, so now we're gonna draw the nose, and we're gonna do the same thing that we did before with the head, where you only draw one side, because that's what, you know what I'm saying, that's what make these easier to do. So, and I know it's some people out there who, like, for me, for example, when I draw on my iPad, which I'll start live streaming that too, when I draw on my iPad, I'm only good at drawing one side. I never understood why. Like, I'll draw the first side, it'll be fire. I get to the second side, it'll be a little weird. So this helps with that too. So cool. We're gonna get a nose figure in there. Dang, that's kind of big. We can edit that though. And then what I'm also gonna do is draw the nostril. Boom. So that's the first half of the nose. Let's select that. Same process. Copy, paste. Oh, no. We gotta redo it. Okay. Let's select the nose. Copy, paste. Boom. Flip it. Okay, my fault, y'all. I accidentally made 2 copies of this somehow. I don't know how I just did that. Okay, let's just go back. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so now I think we only got 1 copy. Copy. Alright, my bad, y'all. I'm back. Okay. Alright, let's just restart. The nose is throwing me off already. Okay, because I drew too much and I accidentally copied too much. Like, I copied way too much. So, okay, cool. So let's start drawing the nose. We're going to come with this part of the nose up top. And then we're going to come down here and do this part. Boom. Put a nostril in there, and that's the first half. Select it all, copy, paste, flip it, and then there we go. And now you just grab your points and kind of put them where you want them to go. I drew too many points here, so we're gonna edit that. Let's connect these. And then what I also feel like I did, I didn't do this part. There we go. I think that looks a little bit better. Let's make the nostrils a little bit bigger. This is just the stuff that you can go through and tweak, you know what I'm saying, as you go. It's the best thing about this. Honestly, you don't even really have to know how to draw to do this. You just gotta have a vision. You gotta have a vision. If you got the vision, then you can use this program and, you know what I'm saying, be great at it. Okay, so one thing I do want to show y'all. Right here, if I leave this just like this and I try to color it, it's not gonna color because it's too many lines that's not connected. You see what I'm saying? You see when I highlight this and it's showing up red like this, it means it don't know what to color because this line in the middle right here, you know what I'm saying, it don't really know what to color right there. So what I usually do is come over here and make another line. I try to make all solid objects because when you make solid objects, it's automatically gonna color. So now that I got those lines over here on the side, boom, when I color the top, it's gonna color the top in. Let's turn that up. And remember, your line, you always gotta have to turn your stroke back. If you know how we changed it for the ears, you'll have to turn that back. So now we coloring in the nose. But what if you don't want those lines there on the side? We can go back to that hide edge tool. You feel what I'm saying? Boom. Now the line's gone. And now I look a lot better. I like to, when I draw certain things, I hide a lot of the lines because when you really looking at something, you don't really see them lines half the time. You just kind of, know, you know what I'm saying, that they there. So we're gonna do like that. Let's straighten this out some. And then remember our point tool, so we're gonna turn some of this into a point. Anthony Yee, what's up? What's going on? Turn that into a point. Boom, boom. And then let's go here. Let's hide some of this because I think this would look good if we. Let's leave that one. If we hid some of these points, I think it would look good. Then what I also would do is, let's do that. Let's take this one out too. You gotta kind of play around with it. There's certain points that I try to hide, certain points that I leave. It just depends on how you want it to look, how it's looking. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this down some, so the nostril will look like, you know what I'm saying. Now let's preview it. Let's see what we're looking like. I like it. I like it. Where's the? Let's move it down a little bit though. We can move it down some, cause it's up kind of high. Let's move it down to like here. There we go. I like that. One thing I do like to do to kind of show some detail, something that, you know, not everybody does, or people might not notice. We go to the tool up here, the shape tool, and we'll get a circle, right? And put a circle right here in the middle of his nose. We're gonna do a highlight on his nose, cause look, in this, when you watching me, my nose is lighter right here because of the light. So we're gonna put that on the character. So we use that shape tool, draw a circle. And then this little eyedropper tool right here, or whatever it is, the color dropper, you click that, get the same color. I'm gonna turn this stroke off because we don't want to see that. And we're gonna recolor this and make it a little bit lighter. You feel what I'm saying? Now it's already kind of looking like a highlight, but we gonna take it even a step farther, and we're gonna go down here where it says effect right under the colors, and we're gonna hit soft edge. I usually put this on like 20. You feel what I'm saying? Preview. Y'all see that? And you can do this all over the character, but just be aware when you do your head turn, you're gonna have to redo, or you're gonna have to do this for all of the, you know what I'm saying, the parts of the face that you want color on. So we just gonna do it on the nose for now, because that's, you know, the main part. Okay, so I say we about halfway there. Next up, we're gonna draw the character's mouth. And this, what we gonna do, I'm gonna show y'all this from the start. So we're gonna draw the character's mouth, but what you want to do over here is you want to go to the where you pick your layers over here, and you're gonna pick switch. I like to use switch layers for the mouse that I create. So then we go rename. We're gonna rename that switch layer mouth, and then we're gonna drag the layer that we just made up in there. Boom. So now when you draw the mouth, it's automatically, you know what I'm saying, it's in the switch layer, and you can switch back and forth. This is how you make the character talk when you're animating. So we always want to have that. So like usual, I would do something like this. You feel what I'm saying? Draw the top lip. I always start off with the mouth closed. So we're gonna draw the top lip. I'm gonna draw this to show y'all, but then I'm gonna open up mine, and I'm gonna put in the one that I usually use, because I usually use the same mouth on a lot of mine. So we gotta move the nose, because I just realized it ain't symmetrical. Boom. Okay, so now you'll draw your top lip, put your color on there however you want to do it. Come through with the bottom lip. Boom, put your color on there. That's how you draw the lips. And then every time you draw a new set of lips, you're gonna keep it in this switch layer, because, all right, so example, say I do a second mouth, and then this mouth I want to make him say "ah" or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I could drag this down, add to it. You feel what I'm saying? Boom. Now his mouth open. You see what I'm saying? And then when I go over here to my switch layer, when I'm animating, you can click back and forth. So now you got the open mouth, you got the closed mouth. You see what I'm saying? Now you can talk. So that's what we're going to do with that. I'm not going to redraw this whole mouth, because I already have a mouth set that I use. So I'm going to just import my normal mouth set. But this is, you know what I'm saying, to show y'all how to do it. But if you have any questions, you know what I'm saying, just hit me in the comment section down below. But yeah, you draw all your mouths in the mouth layer. You can switch back and forth to them. You can rename them, whatever you want. Okay, so I'm gonna move this stuff off to the side. Well, the mouth I'm gonna keep it here because I already showed y'all that. The eyes, don't worry about that. We gonna worry about that in a minute. Okay, so here is my mouth layer that I was just telling y'all about, and it looks just like the one I was explaining to y'all. Let's see something. And then the nose, let's put the nose over the mouth. There we go. So if we hit preview, the nose and the mouth is on there. Now, if we go down to this mouth layer, how it's just kind of showing y'all is different, you know what I'm saying, different things in the mouth layer. Y'all see that? This is how you will structure them. You'll do it for every, you know what I'm saying, different mouth movement that you will want. So I got one for I, when he cheeses, I again, I got L, I got O. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna make this a little bit wider because I feel like his mouth not really wide enough. Now you can always go back and tweak stuff. So one thing I'm noticing is this chin, it's kind of too long. So I'll put it like right there. We getting there. Next up, we gonna do the eyes because I already got the eyes here. So I'm gonna set that up for y'all. So let's do a new eye layer so I can show y'all how to do it. You would name this eyes. And what I usually do for the eyes is I do it in different steps. So the first step I do is I do like this, right? That's gonna be the main part. So I usually do the white part of your eye, the outside. I do that in one circle, and all of these just layer on top of each other as you draw them. So the next one, boom, I'm gonna do like that. Change the color. There go the pupil. Now with this you can add stuff, you can change the color. This is just simple, you know what I'm saying, for these purposes. But now you got the pupil. What I like to do is I like to highlight this and move it out the way for a second, and I start drawing the eyelids separately. So the first eyelid, boom, I'm gonna draw up here like this. Grab your color from up here with the color picker, boom, that's the first eyelid. Now when I drag this up, it's gonna be on top of it. You see what I'm saying? But then what we gonna do, we gonna select it all and we gonna move it so that we can do the bottom eyelid. Boom. That's what's gonna make your stuff come to life. You start putting details like this in there. So then we're gonna select that, slide it back on top. Now he got both eyelids. Of course this looks a little, you know what I'm saying, a little crazy. You can always go in and do something like this. So like you could take these away, take that away. Now it don't look as bad. You see what I'm saying? Or you could click this, move this, you know what I'm saying, match this stuff up so it look a little different. But you see how, you know what I'm saying, when you bag out, you see how that look? That's how you get your eyes in there. Once you get done with that, you'll do how we've been doing for everything else. So you're gonna highlight it, copy, highlight it, you're gonna copy, you're gonna paste, move it over, make sure you flip it, and then you got eyes. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you do the eyes. I'm actually gonna erase it or delete this layer and put my normal ones on that I've been using for the movie. But for y'all purposes, this is how you do it. Hit me in the comments if you got any questions. So let's go ahead and delete this layer, and we're gonna take our normal eyes, we're gonna drag them in. Now as you can see, these are a little more detailed than the ones, you know, that I had on here before, because I add a lot more points and stuff to these as I was drawing them for the movie specifically. So let's go ahead and switch the color on these. When you make a template, like since I already got this template down, I really just gotta draw the new features, copy paste, and then it's good to go. And I want his eyes to be like brown, so we're gonna do like this. Boom. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if I told y'all, but this character's name is Dr. Reed. He is the owner of Reed Technologies. If you have any of my comic books, this is who Dr. Reed is. I'm really excited for 2021 to show y'all this new world of comic characters and comic creation, because man, it's definitely a dream come true to start working on this stuff. And I'm excited to bring y'all on this journey, because I know y'all like my storytelling stuff. Like a lot of my storytelling videos, like Gotta Be Moho and all of that, y'all really love that stuff. So I know y'all gonna love this too. Let's hit preview. Let's check out what we got so far. It's definitely looking good. We missing something though. We missing eyebrows. We missing facial hair. We gotta add all of that. So next thing we're gonna do eyebrows. You could type eyebrows. I usually just put brows, and then boom, let's give him some eyebrows. Just a normal, you know what I'm saying, normal set of eyebrows. Boom, color them in. I'm gonna use the same thing as the hair, because remember we had that little texture on the hair, so I'm gonna use that. But these look a little thick, so we're gonna get our scale tool and we're gonna scale these down. So maybe even change the line width. That might help too. It look a little bit better. Let's do like this. Copy, paste. Boom. That look a lot better. Preview. He looking good. He looking good. I feel like I need to add something though. We need to add something to make him a little more, you know what I'm saying, a little more different than other characters. So head, maybe we could put, let's take this off. We don't want no stroke on this part. I mean, no stroke settings on this one. What we gonna do is we gonna take the opacity down on this, and we gonna kind of give him a couple bumps on his forehead. This is weird, but you know, it'll add something to it. See, I like that. And then maybe add a couple down here on his face just to show something. And I think that looks good. Yeah, that's looking good. Now what we gonna do, we gonna give my man some facial hair. Let's do the facial hair above the mouth and below the nose. And I like to name all of my layers so that when I, you know what I'm saying, if I ever get into anything where I got to work on it, I know exactly where my layer's at, and I know exactly what I need to move. So let's work on this facial hair. What's up? Huh? Okay, so now we're going to go through. We're going to give him some facial hair. It's supposed to be me, so I guess I'm going to kind of keep it, you know what I'm saying, kind of how my facial hair is. He has a look, though, in the comic book. If y'all haven't already, make sure y'all check out Cartoonconect.net. Grab y'all a copy of the comic. Got some more issues coming soon. So let's go ahead and give him facial hair. What I'm wondering, though, you know what we going to do? We're going to do like this, though, and we're going to take this off, and we're going to connect it here on the sides. That look a little more realistic. Let's move this up. And then let's see if we can add that brush thing on here. Boom. I like this. Let's straighten this out though. Let's straighten this out. My bad. I'm gonna fix the camera situation. I didn't realize that every time I put my head down like this, y'all can't see me. Okay, so that's looking good. I might even pull one of these. You feel what I'm saying? And push that up a little bit. That's looking good though. Real nice. Real nice. Chin. Should I move his chin up some? Let's move his chin up just a little bit more, because I feel like Buddy chin kind of down there. Let's move the facial hair up. Like I said, y'all can always move this stuff up if y'all need to. See, now I like that better. Now he's supposed to be like me, so we gotta give him some glasses. So that's the next step. Vector. I'll name this one glasses. Oh, Kaylee, thank you for getting that cereal. My bad, my house shoe was sliding off. Okay, so glasses. Boom. This how we gonna do the glasses. I guess I'll try to make the same type of glasses. So just kind of freehand them, but same thing. We're gonna draw one side. Oh, hold on. Y'all know what would be cool? Okay, we gonna get a little crazy with the glasses. Y'all know them glasses that don't got no brim under this part, or like nothing under here? We gonna draw some of them. So we gonna draw this at the top, and then we gonna do like this. Kind of move this way. And this is the perfect time for me to show y'all the what's it called? Oh, the straightening. This tool ain't called straightening, but I'm gonna call it straightening. This is a straightening tool. So if you want to turn your stuff into a perfect, you know what I'm saying, a perfect angle, you'll click this tool right here, and then at the top you got the point or you got the curve. So boom, I'm gonna put a lot of these at the point because these is a different type of glasses, and I just want a straight line right here. So you see what I mean? Boom. So now when we color that in, let's thin this out too, because we don't want him to have some real thick things on his glasses, but we definitely want him to look the part. Okay, so we straighten that out. I like it. Let's change the color on that to black. And then for the lens, we'll color it in like we normally do, but we're gonna change the opacity. So boom, that's the lens. Let's grab that and then give it like a bluish tint. You see what I'm saying? But then we're gonna turn the opacity down. Boom. And honestly, we could take this off. I don't know. Let's try making it real slim. Put it at 1, and let's see what it look like. Boom. Oh, I forgot we got to turn off the soft edge. We did the soft edge for the eye, so let's turn that off. That's why it look crazy like that, plain. Make sure you pay attention to that though, because sometimes you'll be coloring something and you'll be like, why it look like that? It's because earlier when you used the soft edge, you didn't turn it back off. So yeah, and these glasses is huge. Let's make these a little bit smaller. Now let's look at it. Let me see that again. What y'all think? Oh, where'd it go? There it go. I think it looked good. Y'all already know what to. Oh, before we do that, let's do this. Let's go over here and let's sharp corners. Let's put the little. You see this side of the glasses? We got to draw that on too. So let's go ahead and draw like a small square, because we can always edit that when we go back through and do our head turn. So let's draw a square and maybe put like, I'm gonna put like 2 points in between, because them points I ain't gonna lie, we might need them later on down the line. So let's put the 2 points in between. Now we at the point where we can select it all. You already know what's next. We're gonna hit copy, and then we're gonna hit paste. We're gonna move it over. Now we got the other side to the glasses. Y'all see how easy that was? And then me in the middle of these glasses, I feel like it should have like a bar like this. So that's what I'm gonna put in the middle of these. Boom. And we're gonna make that a different color. We're gonna make that kind of like like a gray, you know what I'm saying, like a silver color, a gray. And we're gonna make the line on this a lot more thin because we want them to see that. Now let's preview that out. I like them. It kind of look like me. What y'all think? Kind of. Not really. Okay, it's cool though. So this is a completed head. This is everything that you need to have to be able to animate a character's head. Of course, I'm gonna go through the body and stuff with y'all soon. That'll probably be in next week's tutorial Tuesday. We're gonna go through the body and I'm gonna show y'all how to do that, or I'm gonna show y'all how to attach it. Well, I'm gonna attach it to a body I already got, but I'm gonna show y'all how to draw that stuff up. That part that's a little more difficult, but I'm gonna show y'all. So we got the head now. What we gonna do now? We gonna do a head turn. Now this is where it get difficult. So I'm gonna save this first. Let's save this. Let's save this as Dr. Reed. And what I like to do is put the status that I'm at. This is undone, so I'm gonna put Dr. Reed undone. Boom. So let's save that. Now that that's saved, before we get started on the head turn tutorial, let me get a sip of water. Let me get a sip of water real quick, and then we're gonna get started on that. Make sure y'all drink y'all water, man. Get y'all some good water in y'all system. Okay, so this part a little more difficult, so make sure y'all follow along. This the head turn. This how you get them to boom, boom. This how you get them to look left to right. So we're gonna go over here, and this is new. We're gonna hit bone, boom, 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 boom. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna hit bone and rename the bone too. You're gonna name that. I just name it head again, so you know exactly where it's at. But rename that. So then we're gonna highlight everything over here. So how I do that is I click the top one, and then I hold down shift, boom, highlight everything, because everything got to be in this bone layer. It got to be up under like a little folder, you know what I'm saying? It got to be in there. So we're gonna take this, oh, I missed, make sure it turn red. If it turn red like this, it's going in there. So, and to test it, it's a little arrow next to this, close it. If you could close that and all your layers is in there, you good to go. So now next thing we're gonna do up here, this to add bone to it. It's a bone with a plus. Add the bone next to the head. After we add the bone to the head, what we gonna do, you see this little bone with the circle around it? We're gonna take that and we're gonna drag it to that go away. I don't really know what this does. I really don't, but I know if you don't do it, it ain't gonna work the way it's supposed to. So now that you got that done, you see up here at the top where it says select bone B1 bone constraints. That's what we're gonna start with. So we're gonna go up here and we're gonna type in head turn. HEADTURN. Now I don't. I spelled something wrong. I put a Y. Why did I put a Y? TURN. Okay, head turn. Now, I don't know if this makes a difference, but I do it every time. Make sure you capitalize your H in head, put a space in between head and turn, and capitalize the T in turn. I don't know if it make a difference, but we gonna, just to make sure everything right, that's how we gonna do it. So once you do that, you can hit enter if you want. That just, locks that in there. Now here, bone constraints. You can change this to whatever you want to. I usually keep it on what it come with. So where it says angle constraints, I press that because that kind of helps me when it gets to the end of the angle, his head is all the way turned, etc. So click angle constraints. You can change these numbers if you want to make them different, make them wider. This is kind of like this now. You could change it to where it's completely flat like this, or it's even closer like this. Whatever you want to do your thing. So I like it like this though. So we hit close. Next up, we're gonna go down to color. You don't gotta do this, I just like doing this. We're gonna go to color, we're gonna make this one red, and then we're gonna click show label, so you know which one is the head turn. This is how you kind of keep up with your bones as you're doing them. So now next up, we're gonna go to window. Up here, window, and then we're gonna hit actions. Now the actions window popped up. Now remember, we typed in head turn at the top. We're gonna do the same thing right here, but we're gonna add a new action, or say insert new action. So we're gonna click new action. This gonna pop up in the middle. When this pop up in the middle, you're gonna put head turn the same way you typed it up top. Oh, I'll put I mean turn. Boom, then hit enter. Now what you're gonna do is go over here. It's gonna be a bone with a little circle and an arrow. Click that. Turn it all the way one way. Whichever way you want his head to turn, that's the way you're gonna turn it. Boom. We back at it with the webcam footage because the other thing went out. Okay, I mean the camera went out. So okay, back to what I was showing y'all. After y'all turn this to the side right here, next up we gonna open this over here. We're gonna open our layer, because now we can move everything, and as long as this is red to the side, you got the layers at the bottom is blue. Hold on, we gonna move the camera up so I can really show y'all. Okay, cool. So these layers down here, when you hit this and turn it this way, it's gonna put you on the first frame. That means you ready to start turning stuff. So now you're gonna move all your points to turn and turn his head. You know what I'm saying? Your video with the Durkios had me in tears. I'm a fan now. Hey, you know what's funny? I'm actually getting back to doing the cereal videos. Like, I'm actually, man, I'll probably do this video today. I got these Wendy's Frosty chocolatey cereal. This is crazy. Yeah, I'm about to do this video today. So we're gonna work on this, and yeah. What was I about to say? Okay, cool. Yeah. So let's do a recap. We made the head turn thing. We turn the bone to the side using this tool right here. Now we on the first layer. Now we can open up the head folder and start moving everything to the side. So let's start off with this. And then you can just move it based off of however you feel like you want it to look. So boom, move it like this. I like the way this looks, so we're gonna do that. Now the next thing I do want to show y'all, double click this head layer and go to bones. No, go to depth sort. You're gonna go to depth sort and put enable animated layer order. What that is gonna do, it's gonna make it so that when you do the head turn, if the ear is behind the head, when he turned to this side, it'll be above the head. You see what I'm saying? So then we're gonna move that up. Now you see what I'm saying? It's gonna move above there. This other ear I want to move to the back because he turned in this way. So let's move the mouth this way, move the facial hair this way. Boom, let's move the nose this way. One thing I like to do with the nose is I like to move whatever way it's facing. That's the way I try to scale things. So okay, this side of the nose is gonna be smaller because it's facing the other way. So I like to do like that, and then select this side and make this side a little bit bigger. You see what I'm saying? Because this side is more in the camera because he turned that way. So I'll do that with the nose. I might even move the little highlight over some. Okay, we did all of this. Now it's time for the eyes. Let's move the eyes this way, and then you could really mess with those too, and move them where the pupil and everything. Let me put this keyboard on my put the keyboard right here. You can move all of this. What I do to select all of this, if you got more than one thing on this layer, I click it and hold down shift, and then I click everything that I want to move at one time. Then I go this way. He turning, so his eye, you know what I'm saying, gonna go this way. Just adjust all the points the way you want them. Do your thing. So complex, man. It do look a little complex, but once you learn it, it's easy. Like before I learned how to do this, I was like, how do people do this? And then I really just started, you know what I'm saying, started learning it. And then after doing it so many times, it's so easy now. I could do like what I'm showing y'all. Of course, this just took me, how long it take me? We've been streaming for an hour. It took me an hour to do this, but now I'm at the point where I could do it way faster than that. Okay, so Now I moved his eye to the side because when he turned, he gonna be looking that way. You see what I'm saying? Another thing I might even do is turn this up, because if he turns to the side, I guess he kind of don't need to have, like, it's just showing a lot of this part of his eye. So we could just move all of this way. Let's take the glasses off and look at it. Okay, that's looking good. One thing I do think is that the eye is too far over. That's probably what's throwing me off. Probably do like this. Boom. Actually, let's move the eyebrows next. Move the eyebrows. This one I'm gonna make smaller because that side of his face is, you know what I'm saying, getting smaller as I go that way. Let's move the glasses. This part a little more difficult, but it's still, you know what I'm saying, you just moving it the way you want it to go. See? And then it just, you know, it moves in place. So put the glasses probably like here. Let's take this side of the glasses and let's make them smaller, because that side of his face is not, you know what I'm saying, it's not really moving. It's going closer that way, so you're not really gonna see it as much. Okay, boom. I like to move this down too, just to give it that, yeah. So that's everything turning to that side. And then what you would really do, alright, so after you get everything turned the way you want it to, double click main line. Now he back in the middle. And if you go over here to this tool right here with the bone and the arrow up and down, you can grab this and test it out. You can grab it and test it. So now you can see how he moving to the side. Oh, one thing we forgot. You can always go back and edit too. Control, animate Jesse. Hey, how's it going? Appreciate you tuning into the stream. So at this head turn point, I forgot to move his hair. So what we're gonna go back and do is double click it, your head turn, and go in, and now we can move this, because I just realized his hair didn't move as we were doing that. So boom. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Move his hair like that. Doing good. What are you making? I am animating or setting up a character for a movie that I'm working on. I'm working on a comic book, a movie for my comic book, The Examples, and this is the next character that I have to have in the scene. So what I'm doing is animating and rigging that character, so when I start animating my next scene, this character will already be ready to go. And I'm essentially teaching people how I use this program to animate. So yeah. So yeah, we turn the hair too, because we forgot to turn the hair last time. So now when we click main line and we go back to this and we do like this, now his whole head is turning and he's looking that way. And this is set up so that now anytime I put this in the animation program, or I'm doing anything with it, as soon as I do this and do this, he'll look to the side. You could tweak it as you animate and stuff like that, but it's good to go. Good look, man. Hey, or looking good. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. So that's how you do the head turn. And then when you want to do the head turn to the opposite way, because you want to do this with the head, the body, however you want to animate it, you want to do that to the other side too, so that person can turn from left to right. The same way we went over here and clicked head turn, we can go up here to this and it says action number 2. We're gonna put head turn 2, and that's what separates it from the top one, and you'll be able to switch back and forth. You'll do the same exact thing that we just did for the first head turn to turn it to the other side. So yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. This is really just the main startup of how I animate and or how I draw and rig the characters. I'll save this and then I'll open up another character file so I can kind of show you like one of those final products. So let's do that for now, just so I'm just opening up a random file. This is a file that I animated a while back, and let's move him to the top. And if I zoom in, you can see that this character is already rigged and ready to go. If I grab this, he can move this way. He can, some of the stuff can be tweaked, but he can move his arm up. He can wave. He has an iPhone in his hand. He can, I gotta fix his elbow, but he can, you know, he can look at his phone. He can do all of that. And what I just showed you guys at the top is, or from in this video or in the stream, is the head turn. So he can look this way, he can look that way. And when you're animating like different scenes, this helps a lot, because a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, some people will animate and their character would just stay forward the whole time, which is fine. But if you want to add a little bit of depth to it and kind of give it like a it's not 3D, but you give it like a 2.5D, and they can turn their head like this, it looks good. You can also do this with the body. So this body, you can do, wait, I gotta go up here and grab the body layer. I can do that same thing with his body and turn it from side to side. And it looks a lot better when he's actually turning to the side rather than me just flipping it back and forth. But see, it looks a lot better when he's actually turning from side to side. So that's that. I do want to show y'all, before I get off of this stream, I do want to show y'all the last scene that I did for the Examples movie. And I think it is this one, walking out of the elevator. And this still needs to be, I still need to finish animating this, but it's, I drew the elevator opening, I got them walking out. A lot of stuff needs to be changed, like for example down here, these hands need to be switched out. These hands are okay for now, but I'll probably move them around. His hands are off too. And then this background isn't that big. There's a couple things I want to switch up, like I want to put something on the TV in the back and stuff like that. So they'll be walking out, talking to him, they'll have a really good conversation, and then the next part of the movie starts. So one thing, I actually will be uploading the first 5 minutes of the Examples movie January 1st. I want to give y'all a preview of what the movie is looking like so far, and I also want you guys' feedback, because I want to be, you know, it helps me with motivation to get farther with the movie. So I do have a decent amount of movie done, not anywhere near what we want to have done, but we're definitely getting there. So January 1st I will be uploading that. Yo, if you like the format of these videos, make sure you comment down below and let me know what you think. Like I said before, every Tuesday we're going to be back with a new tutorial, so make sure you come back. I also live stream on Twitch. So if you want to see some of the stuff from Tutorial Tuesdays, make sure you go and follow my Twitch channel, because you might actually see this earlier than it drops on YouTube. Thank y'all so much for all the support. We on the road to 2 million subscribers, and I will see y'all in the next video.